Queen Mary and King Frederik together again. Royal reunion silences split rumors as Denmark's power couple make shocking public statement. Welcome to BNews. The world held its collective breath as Queen Mary and King Frederik of Denmark made their first highly anticipated public appearance together on November 2, 2025, effectively confronting the swirling speculation and persistent rumors that have dominated royal headlines for weeks. In what can only be described as a masterclass in royal crisis management and public relations, the Danish monarchs emerged united, composed, and apparently determined to demonstrate that reports of marital discord have been greatly exaggerated, or perhaps entirely fabricated by an insatiable media hungry for royal scandal. The reunion, captured by dozens of cameras and broadcast to millions of viewers worldwide, provided visual evidence that whatever challenges may exist behind palace walls, Denmark's king and queen are presenting a united front to their nation and the world. Royal observers, body language experts, marriage counselors, and royal commentators have been analyzing every frame of footage, every gesture, every glance exchanged between the couple, searching for clues about the true state of their relationship beneath the carefully maintained public facade. The questions swirling around this appearance are numerous and complex. Are the split rumors completely unfounded gossip, or is this public reunion a strategic performance designed to quell speculation? Has the couple genuinely reconciled from whatever difficulties they may have faced, or are they simply fulfilling their duty to maintain appearances for the sake of the monarchy? What does this moment tell us about the pressures facing modern royal marriages, the impossible expectations placed on royal couples, and the intersection of personal relationships with public duty? Before we dive deep into this extraordinary royal reunion and what it really means, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to BNews for exclusive royal family coverage and insider analysis, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our breaking royal news. Drop a comment below with your honest opinion. Do you believe the split rumors, or do you think this is all media invention? The rumors of a potential split between Queen Mary and King Frederik have been building for months, fed by a combination of tabloid speculation, social media analysis, and the kind of intense scrutiny that makes maintaining any marriage, let alone a royal one conducted entirely in the public eye, extraordinarily challenging. The speculation intensified following several factors that royal watchers began piecing together like a jigsaw puzzle: increasing numbers of solo appearances by both Mary and Frederik at events where they might typically appear together, subtle changes in their body language during joint engagements, cryptic social media posts that some interpreted as revealing underlying tensions, and the kind of palace source leaks that may or may not have any basis in reality but nonetheless fuel endless speculation. Some tabloids pointed to specific incidents they claimed revealed cracks in the relationship: a formal event where the couple allegedly barely spoke to each other, separate vacation schedules that kept them apart during traditional family time, and the removal or repositioning of certain photographs in official palace releases that conspiracy theorists interpreted as significant. Royal biographers and historians familiar with the couple's journey from their fairy tale meeting at the Sydney Olympics in 2000 through their storybook wedding in 2004 to their current positions as king and queen have offered various perspectives on these rumors. Some suggest that every royal marriage goes through challenging periods, particularly during times of transition and increased responsibility like ascending to the throne, and that the speculation is overblown. Others point out that the pressures unique to royal life, the constant scrutiny, the lack of privacy, the weight of duty, the restrictions on personal freedom, create stress that would challenge even the strongest relationships. Queen Mary's journey from commoner to queen has been particularly intense, requiring her to essentially abandon her previous life, move to a foreign country, master a difficult language, adapt to entirely different cultural norms, and raise her children under conditions of relentless public attention while fulfilling increasingly demanding royal duties. King Frederik, meanwhile, spent decades as crown prince waiting to assume the throne, finally ascending when his mother's unexpected abdication thrust him into the monarchy perhaps earlier than anticipated, creating its own set of pressures and adjustments. The rumor mill has also speculated about various external factors that might strain the relationship, from alleged disagreements about parenting approaches for their 4 children to tensions about how modernize the monarchy to questions about work-life balance and personal fulfillment. The public reunion between Queen Mary and King Frederik on November 2, 2025, was clearly designed to send unmistakable messages about unity, stability, and the strength of their partnership, whether those messages reflect complete truth or strategic presentation. According to reports from the event, the couple arrived together, a significant detail, as separate arrivals have sometimes fueled speculation about discord. Their body language as they emerged was analyzed frame by experts in nonverbal communication, who noted various elements that either supported or undermined the narrative of marital harmony depending on one's interpretive lens. Some observers pointed to moments of apparent genuine warmth, coordinated movements suggesting comfortable familiarity, brief touches or glances that appeared spontaneous rather than performed, shared smiles that reached their eyes in ways difficult to fake, as evidence that the relationship remains fundamentally solid despite rumors to the contrary. Others, however, noted what they interpreted as subtle signs of strain or discomfort, slightly awkward positioning during photo opportunities, moments where their attention seemed directed elsewhere rather than toward each other, or an overall quality of performing togetherness rather than naturally embodying it. The couple's choice of venue for this reunion appearance was itself significant, selected presumably to create optimal conditions for demonstrating unity while fulfilling legitimate royal duties rather than appearing to stage a publicity stunt solely to address rumors. Royal sources, speaking through careful palace communications, emphasized the normalcy of the engagement and downplayed any suggestion that it was specifically designed to counter split speculation, though the timing and execution suggested otherwise to most observers. What the couple wore for this appearance generated its own wave of analysis. Did their clothing choices coordinate in ways suggesting collaborative planning and shared aesthetic sensibilities, or did they dress independently in ways that revealed separate spheres? Did Queen Mary's jewelry selections include pieces with personal significance to their relationship, or were her choices neutral and protocol-driven? These seemingly minor details become data points in the larger project of interpreting royal marriages from the outside, an essentially impossible task that nonetheless occupies countless observers who believe they can decode truth from carefully managed public appearances. The broader context surrounding this royal reunion involves complex questions about the nature of modern monarchy, the role of personal relationships in institutional continuity, and the impossible standards to which royal couples are held by a public that simultaneously wants them to be relatable humans and flawless fairy tale figures. Royal marriages have always served purposes beyond personal happiness. They are diplomatic alliances, mechanisms for producing heirs, symbols of national stability, and public performances of idealized partnership. The pressure to maintain these marriages regardless of personal compatibility or happiness has historically been immense, with divorce or separation viewed as institutional failure with potentially serious consequences for monarchical legitimacy. While European royal families have become somewhat more accepting of marital dissolution in recent decades, with divorces among various princes, princesses, and even some monarchs themselves, the dissolution of a reigning king and queen's marriage remains extraordinarily rare and fraught with complications. For Frederik and Mary specifically, a potential separation would raise questions about their 4 children's positions, the stability of the Danish monarchy during a period of transition following Queen Margrethe's abdication, and the very nature of Mary's role and status should the marriage end. These institutional considerations create enormous pressure to maintain the marriage publicly regardless of private realities, making it extremely difficult for outside observers to assess the true state of the relationship. The couple undoubtedly has access to resources unavailable to ordinary couples: marriage counselors, relationship experts, palace advisors who can help them navigate difficulties while maintaining public appearances. Whether such resources are being utilized, and whether they might help the couple work through genuine challenges or simply manage public perception of fundamental incompatibility, remains unknowable to those outside the palace walls. What we can observe is that Frederik and Mary have, over their 2 decades together, demonstrated considerable resilience, apparent dedication to their children, and commitment to their royal roles. Whether these factors are sufficient to sustain a genuinely happy marriage or merely to maintain its public appearance is a question that may never be definitively answered. The aftermath of this reunion appearance has generated predictable divisions among royal watchers, media commentators, and the general public, with interpretations ranging from, "The rumors were always nonsense and this proves it," to, "This changes nothing about the underlying issues," to everything in between. Social media platforms exploded with commentary, with hashtags related to Frederik and Mary trending across multiple countries as people shared their analyses, theories, and emotional reactions to the reunion. Supporters of the couple expressed relief and vindication, celebrating what they interpreted as evidence that the split rumors were malicious fabrications by irresponsible media outlets seeking to profit from scandal. These defenders pointed to the couple's long history together, their apparent dedication to their children, and the many genuine seeming moments of connection they've displayed over the years as proof that their relationship remains fundamentally strong despite whatever normal marital challenges they might occasionally face. Skeptics, however, remained unconvinced, arguing that one public appearance proves nothing about the private reality of the relationship, and that royal couples have powerful incentives in Extensive resources for maintaining public facades regardless of underlying dysfunction. Some commentators took middle positions, suggesting that like many long-term marriages, Frederik and Mary's relationship has likely experienced both difficulties and strengths, and that the truth is probably more nuanced than either perfect fairy tale or complete disaster narratives would suggest. The Danish public's reaction has been particularly interesting to observe, with many Danes expressing frustration at what they perceive as excessive foreign media intrusion into their royal family's private lives, while others acknowledge curiosity about the true nature of their monarch's marriage. Opinion polls, if they existed on this specific topic, would likely reveal generational divides, with younger Danes perhaps more accepting of potential royal marital difficulties while older generations might invest more heavily in maintaining idealized royal marriage narratives. The incident has also sparked broader conversations about media ethics, privacy rights even for public figures, the psychological toll of constant scrutiny, and whether the institution of monarchy can survive in its current form given these pressures. So what do you really think? Are Queen Mary and King Frederik's marriage troubles real, or is this all media manufactured drama? Can royal marriages survive the intense modern scrutiny, or is the institution fundamentally incompatible with genuine personal happiness? Have you ever believed split rumors that turned out to be false? Share your honest opinions, personal experiences with relationship rumors, and predictions for the Danish royal couple's future in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to BNews for continued coverage of this developing story and all the royal news you can't get anywhere else. Hit that like button if you want us to keep bringing you this kind of in-depth royal analysis.